This is Eileen from Eileen Stuffs, and today we are going to be budgeting our first YouTube check. It's just pretty cool. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. I am a cash budgeter and stuffer here on YouTube, and I am working on paying off debt as well as building up an emergency and sinking funds. So if you are new and you haven't already, please consider subscribing below. I have already went over my budget. When I was paying my credit card bills, I was realizing that wasn't quite sure how I was going to make things work, and then I did look into my account and saw that my YouTube check had deposited, so it kind of saved the day, which is all thanks to you guys for your support on the channel. It was basically life-saving. So I thought it'd be fun to, one, show you how I'm going to spend this paycheck, and then also give you a little behind-the-scenes reality, because yeah, if you've been kind of watching my past few budgets, you know that I'm in my really hard period. I am a contract worker. My paychecks have been super low because of the holidays. I had like 3 really low ones so far. It's beginning to hit me really hard. I just feel like I'm running out of extra money, and then other expenses are coming up. And yeah, I'm going to zoom in here. This was my breakdown for my January 15th paycheck. I did have the money to manage my bills. I took out $180 in cash, which was basically for food, and $5 for miscellaneous. I left $221 in the bank. And then, as I usually worry about, things came up. I kind of realized, oh, I needed things that I did not budget for. I needed detergent. I ran out of Q-tips. I did save money for food shopping and I spent it, but I went over. So I ended up spending like an extra 60 something for my checking account, and then I had to pick up the things I needed, and then something else that I'm blanking on, but it was like all of a sudden before I knew it, I totally went over my budget. Usually pay my credit card on the 15th and literally pay them today, which you'll be seeing this on Wednesday, but it is Monday. I was a few days behind on that, although most of these credit cards aren't due until the end of the month or the beginning of next month, so I wasn't late on any. But I definitely paid later than I usually do, and I had already withdrawn money. By the time I sat down to pay these bills today, I realized that I was in a situation where I paid everything except for the one that was highlighted because that wasn't due until the 5th. It was down to $97.06, and I still had this $81. So somehow I spent hundreds of dollars on extra costs. And I think it also comes to the fact that this is now my 3rd or 4th paycheck in a row that was super low. It's been like bare bones. I did not dip into my sinking funds yet, though. It did occur to me today that I had the money in my sinking funds. I have one more low check coming on February 1st, or at this point I might have to dip into this money. I was really trying to figure out what to do as I was paying my bills today, and that was when I decided, okay, which of these credit cards, because I maybe hold off till the 1st, I highlighted this one and I was able to pay everything else and then save $97.06 in the bank. And then in my 11th hour, where I was just sitting there in my office feeling stressed out about money, decided to double check my checking account, and what did I find but my first ever YouTube check had deposited in my business account today, and it was such a relief. I am going to go through that, show you what I have, and that's pretty much it. I have also received a few Etsy payments. What I'm going to do now for Etsy and YouTube, since this is extra income, is I'm going to keep track of those in the back of the month after the monthly review, because there was like a dot grid page. I've had 2 small payments pop in on the 10th and the 18th from Etsy. One was $2.82, one was $8. Did not do anything with this $8. I think I'm probably going to just let the Etsy payments come through, and then once a month see what it is for the month. So for example, in February, I'll see what all my January Etsy payments were and then consider what I want to do with them. My YouTube one came through. So that is what we have today, and I thought it might be fun to show you because part of my YouTube check is also going to be to make an extra Snowball payment. I'll link my debt Snowball video below where I updated my sinking funds and focused on debt payoff. The Snowball credit card is going to be paid 3 times in a month, and so the YouTube check is basically the 3rd time of the month I'm going to pay. So let's just kind of get a little breakdown and see what we're doing. Oh yeah, I did count for Etsy. So I already took out estimated taxes I'm just gonna put YouTube taxes, and I took out 50. I know that's way more than I needed to, but estimated taxes was due in January, plus I owe taxes, so I just figured I'm just gonna throw extra towards another tax payment, so that's what that one's gonna go for. And I don't even know, I think it's like the 20, wait, I have a calendar right here. Okay, so today is the 23rd, so I'm gonna actually put YouTube check came in, and it's going to leave me with $150. So we have $150. I am going to pay this credit card bill that I was worried about paying, since I only have 90 something in the bank now, to leave that 90 something in the bank and hope I do not need to use it before my next paycheck comes in. This credit card was going to be a problem. So I'm going to pay this 81 with my 150, and then let's see. So we have 150 minus 81. So that leaves me with $69. And then I'm going to do my credit card one, debt snowball, because this is part of what my YouTube check will go for. I do want to save some of that extra cash just to put back in my checking account. Considering that, I'm going to make an extra snowball payment because I just paid the credit card $77, but I'm going to make an extra credit card payment of $30. So once I do that, I will be left with $39 in the bank, plus my current bank has $97.06. So that gives me now, I have $136.06 of rollover in my bank. It makes me feel better because I was looking at having $97 paying that 81, and that was going to leave me with what? I was looking at having $16 left over, so definitely $136.06 is way better, and I'm super excited. So we're gonna go ahead and account for our second snowball payment of January. Again, we have the 23rd, and we are paying an extra $30. So far towards credit card one, which has a balance of $572.23. This month, I have paid $107 towards that bill, which is really cool. I like the 3 times a month. I feel like that's the momentum I need right now. As you know, I am focused on debt payoff. That is how I have divided my first YouTube check. So a little for credit, a little for tax, a bit of snowball, and then a little extra cash to carry me through this really difficult paycheck that was super low. That's pretty much it. I've said this a few times, but yeah, yet another short and sweet video. I was so incredibly grateful to see that, and just really hit me today that the only reason why I even had that YouTube check was because of you guys. Really, you guys watch my channel, you guys comment, you guys support me. You guys are the reason why I was monetized. So I mean, without you guys, I wouldn't have this. I have just felt so grateful to have this channel today, to have it bringing in extra income today, and the fact that it, like I said, it was almost like my 11th hour. I was literally just sitting at my desk thinking, how was I going to survive off of like the remaining $16 for a week? And then when I saw that check came in, it was just like, okay, I'm gonna be okay. And yeah, thank you so much for your support. It totally made a difference in this girl's life and this girl's budget. I hope you enjoyed seeing my first check. I had originally planned to do something fun with it. I really wanted to take my first check and celebrate, go out to a fancy dinner, or just have fun. But the reality was I really needed to pay that credit card bill. I really needed to have some extra cash. And so maybe next time. All right, you guys, I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.